Doo-dah, doo-dah. Damn it. I forgot to turn the overhead off. Technical difficulties. I'm saying it. Shit. Alright, mute that. Alright, first thing we need to do is run that intro, chubby boy. Okay, now I'm going to start off doing something a little bit different. There's a channel that I watch called Seton Hill Studios. Damn it, let me pull up the link. Actually, let me just post a link to the video we're about to watch, because I want you guys to do me a solid. J squared, you know the rules here. Okay, what I'm asking you guys to do, now this is something I've never done before. This is actually a video reply to his video, because, well, as you'll hear, he was born in the 80s and grew up in the 90s. But he is absolutely fascinated with music from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. And I want to try to help him out a little bit. He's a really nice guy. Every time I leave a comment on his channel, he always replies. And of course, I have notifications on, so I see them when they pop up. So yeah, I'm going to ask you guys, just to, if nothing else, just go over there and give him a like. All right? If you like music reaction videos from music that we all grew up with, you know, please subscribe and let him know who told you about him. Okay? Now, he is a music producer, so he's very familiar with the music industry. And like I said, he's a nice guy, and I really do like his content. And I did send him an email telling him that I was going to do this, and I was going to do this first. Then we'll get into the police videos, and then, of course, the palate cleansers. So, Bill, you're okay. But yeah, I'm just asking you guys to, at the very least, just go drop him a like on this particular video. And, you know, tell him I sent you. Now, I only watched like a minute or so of this video, so I just want to comment directly to Steve. And of course, everybody in here is more than welcome to share their stories from the 1970s. And hopefully he'll come in and read the chat, watch at least this part of the video, and hopefully he'll enjoy it. So let's get into it, shall we?
Day out there, and welcome back to Seton Hill Studios. If it's your first time visiting the channel, my name is Steven, and I am extremely excited for today's video. If you're a regular viewer, you know we have dove deep into the music of the 1970s, and it has been phenomenal. But today we're going to learn a little bit more. We are checking out what made growing up in the 1970s so special. So strap in, buckle up, get some snacks. We're going to have some fun and chat.
Back in the 70s, we did not strap in or buckle up.
Check it out. Without further ado, let's get into it.
I mean, somebody tell me I'm wrong.
Here we go. We're
Yes,
looking
the
at what made
1970s.
growing up in the 1970s so special. We already know the music.
Also, he's watching a video from a channel I've never heard of, but I'm going to go investigate.
Phenomenal. I was born in the 80s, grew up in the early 90s, so I'm going to see how that compares and contrasts. I'm excited for this one, y'all. Y'all shoot down the comments, man. Let's have a discussion over this. All right, let's roll.
That could be any one of a number of drummers. I'm thinking Neil Peart, who is probably the best drummer ever. But there's also Rick Allen from Def Leppard. You know, the guy that's got one arm and still drums. So, yeah, the History Lounge.
We go.
I gotta look that channel up.
Growing up in the 70s.
Brooklyn, no, that was actually the 80s when AIDS was raging.
If you grew up in the 1970s, chances are you had a very different kind of childhood from what kids have today. In the days before
John
helicopter
Bonham's
parents,
another good one.
playdates, and participation trophies, there was a generation of kids who grew up with less supervision and more self-reliance.
Hey.
While our parents contended with gas lines, political turmoil,
Well, I'm not a crook.
and economic crises, we were riding our bikes with our friends.
Let's
often
go.
Rodney, it's not unacceptable to be wrong.
miles away from home. We roamed the streets until dark, returning to homes filled with lead paint and secondhand smoke.
Now notice that.
Dark, returning to homes filled with lead paint and
Look at this picture. Kid blowing out a birthday cake. Hey, Saber Axe, how are you doing? But look, this kid's head is right above an ashtray. And whoever that is in the background has what looks like to be 2 beers in front of him.
secondhand smoke. Over the course of a night,
Hey, y'all was built different back then, right? Hey, it's cool though, because I used to ride my
Thank you,
bike, and when
Cyber.
the street lights came on, that was the time to be back in the house, man. Can't do that anymore. Too dangerous, man. He said lead paint and secondhand smoke. Y'all was
true.
wild.
Yes, we were.
returning to homes filled with lead paint
Actually, Stephen, the word you're looking for is feral. We were feral children.
and secondhand smoke. Over the course of a 1970s childhood,
I
we were
know,
going to make
right?
some
It was
questionable
normal.
choices, take some risks, get scraped, scratched, and sunburnt, leaving
Come
us
on.
with both scars and memories we'd carry for a lifetime. Please join me for a return to the days when Tonka trucks were made out of metal and Lego sets didn't require instructions,
Dude.
only imagination. Please
Yeah.
join me as we take an authentic look
Look at
back
that bike.
to see what growing up was.
I didn't have that exact kind of bike, but I did have one that was similar. Now this looks like what they would call a chopper bike, but I had the ape hangers and the banana seat and the wider back tire than the front tire.
really like
Yeah, we were
kids
indestructible.
in the 1970s.
The weak were weeded out.
Kids today are harnessed into booster seats until they're 10 years old and are expected to put on helmets before they get on a tricycle.
Yeah,
Let's just say that the generation of parents who raised us were a little less safety conscious.
very true. Very, very true.
To start with, most of us came home
Hey, why'd they do my man like that? And that baby had a car seat outside of the car. What?
That was
the-
that. I think that was a
were a
50s or
little less
60s
safety
thing.
conscious.
He's smoking that cig.
To start
Yeah.
with, most of us came home from the hospital wrapped up in a blanket on mom's unbuckled lap.
It's true.
As soon as we learned to crawl, we'd be climbing back and forth over the seats and making ourselves comfortable wherever we felt like.
All right, everybody. You know what? Because I keep forgetting I can do polls now. Give me a second here. Oops. All right, let's start a poll and see what happens. Rodney, you know, it's funny you should mention spare parts, because I always said that if I had a twin brother, that I would tell everybody, hey, that's my spare parts just waiting to be used.
Man.
Instead of drop-down video screens and iPads, we amused ourselves with the radio buttons, window cranks, and ashtrays.
Come on.
Learning the hard way that the cigarette lighter can still be very hot, even if it isn't still glowing red.
True story.
If your
Hey, my dad used to have this old Toyota. Dad, if you're watching this, you know it was a rust bucket. That sucker, man, in the floor, literally you could see the street going by because it had a big old hole in the floor. We used to call it the hoopty, man. When I would roll up,
Yeah, hoopty until the 90s. I think we started calling them urban assault vehicles from the movie Stripes.
ducked down because I didn't want to see any of my friends to see me in that sucker, dude. Looking back, though, what...
Jay, are you on Discord? Because if so, send me a link.
What a memory. I love it.
way that the cigarette lighter
Damn,
can still
Rodney.
be very hot, even if it isn't still glowing red. If your family had a
I'm glad you made it through that.
station wagon, sitting in the cargo area was like riding around in a playroom on wheels. Although our
Hi,
family's
Beverly.
Caprice estate didn't have the rear-facing third-row seat,
I remember
it did have
those.
a power rear window, which my mom was happy to roll down
Oh,
if we
cool.
asked. We then proceed to hang out the back, making faces at
Rodney,
the cars
yep.
behind us as we inhaled
Army training, sir.
the leaded fumes drafting back up from the exhaust.
I love
If
it.
your family didn't have a station wagon, you could always stretch out and relax on the back window deck, watching the telephone wires
Yep.
rise and fall against the sky.
Oh, I can't
as
wait
they
to see
sailed
the
past
results of
those
this poll.
endless miles of wooden
Just don't let me
utility poles.
forget it.
Though it
I
be considered
love it.
outrageous today, on long car trips, it was the perfect place for a kid to take a nap.
And I'll own up to it. Yes, I did.
It's crazy, though. Like, that seems dangerous, I guess. But at the same time, like, I've said this before, kids nowadays are so anxious. They're so scared of everything. They need their safe space. I mean, everybody's in a bubble.
Steven, you're not wrong. You are absolutely not wrong.
Like, so I think it has something to do with when you're not coddled, you know. You're not as anxious when you experience life. Like, you know, kids don't even go outside anymore, man. It's so sad. They're just...
I was little back then, okay? Give me a break, Brooklyn. Or crying out loud, you know? I was a child once.
staring at their screens and their phones. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all, I got basically 2 teenagers, and my kids don't have smartphones. One of them has a flip phone, and the other one don't have a phone. So, hey, that's just me. I'm not saying it's for everybody, but I don't know. I think too much staring at that phone is just no good.
I totally agree with you, Steven. I totally agree with you. And I call that good parenting on your part.
All right, back to it.
70s kids learned at a young age to value our freedom. We dreamt of the day we could finally drive a car, with most of us lining up to take our road tests the day we turned 16.
Man,
Until that day, we contented ourselves by playing with any toy we could find that had wheels on it.
look
And
epic.
there were plenty of options. Family trips to Kmart sometimes led to a treasure-eating
Kmart,
Matchbox
let's
or
go.
Hot Wheels car that we could race across the kitchen floor or through loops and jumps on those orange segmented
I
tracks.
remember those.
You might have parked your car
So do I. I also had that little toy right there, the Fisher-Price garage.
cars in the Fisher-Price parking garage, the one with the crank-up elevator and the loud bell. Or
Yep.
maybe rolled them down the ramps to the multi-level
Look at
Hot
that.
Wheels service center.
Now that one I did not have.
There were SSP racers, which you'd
Oh,
power
yeah.
by yanking a plastic zipper cord to get the metal flywheel spinning as fast as possible before letting it loose down the
Boosting.
sidewalk.
I also had the Evel Knievel version of that thing.
This was the same way you powered smash-up derby cars, which were also from SSP.
Actually, Beverly, my neighbors who have kids, they play outside all the time. And that's because of the way they grew up. And of course, you know, they're a lot younger than I am. But, they grew up in the 90s. So, yeah, you're right. 90s kids did play outside, but they were kind of like, the last ones that played outside. Until, of course, they became parents and made their kids go outside.
The Evel Knievel stunt bike was powered by hand crank.
Ah, there it is! And I still got an Evel Knievel around here somewhere.
Built into the launch ramp. And the bendy little Evel Knievel action figure always managed to hang on and stay upright no matter what the terrain.
Yeah.
We had electric train sets.
Hey, y'all let me know if anybody had that.
Rodney, I'm not sure. G.I. Joe was technically from the 60s. Pardon. But I still have mine. They're packed away in a box down in the basement.
Evel Knievel toy right there, man. That looks absolutely epic, dude. And once again, they're outside in the sunshine ripping them.
It was epic, Steven. It absolutely was.
Roaring. I love that. Hey, the 70s might have been the best era. As far as music goes, I know it was one of the top, if not the best. And this is just cool.
Yeah.
And the bendy little Evel Knievel action figure always managed to hang on and stay upright no matter what the terrain. We have.
Good luck with that. I mean, you might be able to find one, but they're going to be expensive as hell.
Had electric train sets, slot car tracks, Tonka trucks for the sandbox, speed burners that we'd race across the kitchen floor, and penny racers. And the girls weren't left out. Not only did your sister's Barbie drive a Corvette, she had an RV and dune buggy to boot.
Actually, there was an Evel Knievel stunt RV that I also had. I don't think I have it anymore. But, yeah, I mean, I had it. And it you could take a ramp out to put on the back so you could use Evel Knievel to jump the RV.
Barbie's making
but even
good money.
better than the toy.
Brooklyn, I never knew my mother, to be honest. So, no.
The cars were the ones you
That's
could ride.
still funny, though.
Come on, let's go.
And notice that kid has on no knee pads, no elbow pads, and no fucking helmet.
Pedal power.
Thanks
He
to
also
our
doesn't have
favorite
a
role
sissy
model,
bar.
Evel Knievel, the life plan of every little boy growing up in the 1970s was as follows. 1. Get a bike.
Now, I know he...
Now, that looks a lot more like the bike that I had. Except for the front wheel was a lot smaller than the back wheel. It was also thinner.
He was a stunt man, obviously. I've seen like a few of his old historic jumps. But I need to dig into more Evel Knievel, man. I heard he was a madman.
Role model.
Yes, he absolutely was. Quite literally broke every bone in his body at least once. Just because his stunts went wrong. And that was the thing. We all watched just to see if the jump succeeded or if he crashed and burned.
Evel Knievel, the life plan of every little boy growing up in the 1970s was as follows.
That Harley.
1. Get a bike. Preferably a Schwinn Stingray, and if possible, the top-of-the-line crate model with front and rear suspension, disc brakes, and a 5-gear stick shift on the cross.
Now, the one I had was a 3... Now, this looks more like the bike I had. But it didn't have the shifter in the middle. The shifter was up on the handlebars. But it was only a 3-speed, not a 5-speed.
Crossbar. 2. Learn how to
Rodney,
ride
you're not
said
wrong.
bike without training wheels. And finally, 3. Become the hero of your neighborhood by jumping your bike over a record number of garbage cans,
Come on.
other kids.
Yeah, Steven, I'm gonna tell you, this photo is not bullshit. We actually used to do this.
Or maybe just a big stack of flaming cardboard boxes.
What the?
Of course,
What?
even Evel had to
We were
start
crazy.
somewhere, and so did we. You may
We were completely unsupervised. We were, we just did shit.
remember
Dude, one thing that's cool about all this and all these like activities that I'm finding is the one unifying factor is they're not activities that you do alone. Look how many people's out here, riding bikes, going outside, even playing cars, even doing any of that. You do it with other people, man. Community, friends, relationships.
Beverly, there's nothing wrong with a one-speed bike. I've had multiple one-speed bikes. I mean, just the fact that you had a bike meant freedom.
That's what it's all about, man. Then people wonder why there's more depression, more anxiety. Everybody feels isolated because they're all in their own little worlds, man, just staring at the screen, dude. Hey, this hits the feels for real. This is cool.
Of course,
Bill,
even
yeah, you're
Steele
not
had to
wrong.
start.
Bill, you're not wrong. Yeah, sometimes that would happen, but, you know, as long as there wasn't blood, we were just told to walk it off, suck it up, that kind of thing. And yeah, Rodney, so many trash cans were crushed because we didn't quite make it.
Somewhere, and so did we. You may remember rolling yourself in circles between the hand-operated wheels of a crazy car, or steering
I didn't
into
have one of
impressive
those.
spinouts, gripping the steering levers of a green machine. There were pedal
I didn't have a green machine either, but I did have a big wheel.
tractors, pedal cars, and those janky homemade go-karts we hammered together with scrap wood and old lawnmower wheels. But for many
True.
70s kids, myself included, our first taste of real self-propelled freedom was found behind the bright yellow handlebars of the original Marx big wheel.
I remember
Yep.
the big
Our big
wheel.
wheels ran on pedal power, fueled by imagination. And thanks to all the cop shows we watched, our imaginations had plenty of scenarios to work with.
Dude,
And of course,
love it.
if you were big wheeling with a buddy, you just needed to decide who was going to be Ponch and who was going to be John.
Wait a minute, I thought that Chips was an 80s show. I could be wrong. Somebody let me know.
I guess
Rodney,
that's
yeah.
Starsky and Hutch that it said. I ain't seen that. Chip?
Beverly, yep, exactly. When you stopped, you pushed the pedals backward for braking. And, yeah, you're right, Rodney. It was a manual bumper car.
Is that what it is? I don't know.
Introduced in 1969 and made in Pennsylvania, the Marx Big Wheel reigned as the king of America's sidewalks from the early 1970s through the mid-1980s.
I love that.
And while a version of the Big Wheel is still available today, it's just not quite
It probably has a fucking airbag.
the same as it was in the 1970s.
Oh, no.
It's been long enough. I can swear now.
With so many
That's what I
families
thought,
moving
Kieran.
out of the cities and into the new suburbs that
Kerry,
were sprouting
I'm sorry.
up far outside of the metro areas,
Sorry,
many of us
I don't have
found
my glasses
ourselves
on.
living in neighborhoods right on the edge of large
Jay, thank you. I will check it after the stream.
tracts of land that were still
This is
Oh,
cool.
okay.
I know what the...
Okay, so the first episode of Chips was in 1977. Okay, great. Thank you for letting me know.
I guess it's going to talk about the woods, man. We had an
Oh,
old
God, yes.
creek behind my... It was way back in the neighborhood, probably about a half mile away from my house, and it was this old creek. We used to get into that sucker and had some woods, and we would build ramps, like dirt ramps, and then jump it into the creek. I'm thinking, it was crazy, but here's the thing, man. Like, back in the day in the neighborhood, like, everybody looked out for one another. Like, in the summertime...
That's very true. Back then, we did look out for one another. I mean, you know, back in the 70s, we looked out for one another.
Literally, like, after Saturday morning cartoons, we'd be out the door and would not come back, like I said, till the street lights came on, man.
Yeah, that's just how it was in the 70s, dude.
And it's just so cool. And those memories literally are just ingrained in my brain, man, of just great times, just being...
I honestly would like to know where Steven grew up, because I know in the 90s that was still a thing, you know, the kids being outside, but it was starting to transition to the having a screen in front of them all the time.
A kid and enjoying life.
areas. Many of us found ourselves living in neighborhoods right on the edge of large tracts of land that were still undeveloped.
Huge tracts of land. If you know, you know.
Oh, that makes
Eventually,
sense.
all of these spaces would
Thank you, Wahoo. Thank you for posting that.
be turned into new subdivisions or future roads.
$15,000 for a house.
But until that happened, us kids just referred to these areas as the woods. Depending on
Ow.
where you lived,
Go to the
your
woods.
woods might be hiding old rail lines.
It's okay, Wahoo. I mean, I posted a link to this particular video, but you know, I'm glad you posted one directly to his channel. And like I said, I would like everybody to go over there and check his stuff out because, pardon, he seems like a really cool dude. I really enjoy his content, and I think that you guys might as well.
Rock quarries, or even long abandoned houses. Some of these areas had been untouched for decades, so you never knew what you might discover
Thank you,
out
Bill.
there.
I appreciate it.
You could be out in the woods hunting the ponds for turtles and tadpoles and come across old tires, ancient washing machines, old car parts, and sometimes even old cars.
It's
Of
true.
course, thanks to the new houses that were being built everywhere, there was always a ready supply.
Hey, I got a quick story I got to tell you. I'll make it quick, man.
Oh, this ought to be
Like
a
I was
good
telling y'all,
one.
we played in a creek, man. One time there was this, it was a big rain, and there's this giant sewer drainage ditch in my buddy's backyard. Jeffrey and Eric, if you ever watch this, man,
Thank
y'all
you guys.
remember
I
this.
appreciate it.
So we used to go back in these woods that were behind the drainage ditch, but that day they was like, the water was flowing, so they was like, let's jump in there, you know, and ride it down. And me and my brother's like, nah, we ain't getting in that. Jeffrey and Eric jumped in there, man. Came out covered in leeches.
Oh, shit. Damn, covered in leeches.
Hey, it was crazy. We were slapping the leeches off of them. They was screaming, man.
That's
I will never
funny,
forget
though.
that, dude. Hey, if y'all ever watch this, man, y'all gotta hit me up. Y'all remember that day? That was crazy.
Scrapwood that we scavenged to build hideouts and tree forts back inside.
Yep.
Man,
Over time,
I never
these
had a
little
tree
shacks
house.
would come to house small
I didn't actually have a treehouse either. However, what I did do, because we had some really big trees in our backyard, and actually so did the neighbors. We would nail steps into the tree so that we could climb the trees easier.
stashes of mismatched beer cans near empty packs of cigarettes.
Rodney, yeah, I mean, I just figure because this is, you know, my first actual video reply to someone, I wanted to try to make it a little special, try to help him out a little bit, and plus I think you guys might really enjoy his content. So, I mean, it's not necessarily a smaller channel that I want to help out. It's any channel that I can help out.
Come to house small stashes of mismatched beer cans.
Rodney, you
near
might be
empty
right.
packs of cigarettes and various weather-worn issues of a popular magazine published by the late Hugh Hefner. You could be out exploring
The
the woods
Playboy.
all day, getting into all sorts of potential trouble, but as long as you made it home by dark, your parents never seemed too concerned about
CYP, I can completely understand that, especially since I do know some hunters. So, I mean, the woods behind my house at the time, you know, in my teenage years, I should say, because we moved out of Baltimore City when I was 12. So during my teenage years, we had woods behind our house, and there actually was a runoff drainage ditch through a couple of the neighbors' yards. And yeah, believe me, I do understand.
what you'd been doing, or even inquire much as to where you had been. All of your first friendships started with the other kids in your neighborhood.
Yep.
And while these may not have been the same kids you'd hang around with at school, your neighborhood
And actually, I'm still in touch with some of the kids, now adults obviously, that I grew up with. I managed to track them down on Facebook. The only one I haven't been able to find is my first girlfriend, whose name is Pauline. That's a story for a different day.
friends were just a doorbell away. That's all that mattered when you were putting together a game of street hockey or backyard baseball.
That's it.
By the way, does anyone else remember what you did when you saw a moving van getting unloaded into one of the houses on your street? You
Yeah.
and your friends would just
Go
walk
find
right
out if
over,
they had
ring the
kids.
doorbell, and ask whoever answered if there were any kids inside who wanted to come out and play.
True story.
Dude, that's the thing too. Kids nobody even knows how to communicate and talk to anybody anymore because they're staring at those screens, man. You know, like I'll be like, you got to go out and introduce yourself. You got to. I always tell my children, you got to be a friend to make a friend. You got.
Yeah, Stephen, you're absolutely right. And I remember the day that we moved into the house that we moved from to here. I met a couple of friends that very day. They just happened to be walking up the street coming home from school, I think. And I just walked out and introduced myself. We became great friends. Let's not dwell on that very much because one of them I still have contact with very occasionally. The other one ended up becoming a very serious criminal.
Gotta be friendly, but I mean, I've seen people that can't even carry on a conversation anymore, man. So it's it's interesting.
Rodney, they didn't have alumni websites for elementary school, and I did check the elementary school's Facebook page, and I did post about it a couple of years ago, but nope, nobody has ever come forward. I mean, it's okay. I just want to. The only thing I really want to know. I mean, I'm not trying to like reconnect with her or anything. I just want to know that she had a good life. That's the only thing I'm really concerned about.
Friends would just walk right over, ring the doorbell, and ask whoever answered if there were any kids inside who wanted to come out and play. The thing is, neighborhoods were just more neighborly in the 1970s. And as a neighborhood kid, you were pretty much welcome to run around and play wherever you wanted.
That's true. Plus, another thing, and they haven't covered this yet, but, and I say yet because I haven't seen the rest of this video. But yeah, we were even free to, turn on a neighbor's outside hose so we could get a drink if we needed one. And nobody would bitch about it as long as we turned it back off.
As long as we weren't causing any trouble. Back then, we were taught to be responsible for our own actions. If you got hurt doing something stupid...
CYP, the thing is, I don't know how to spell her last name. At least not her birth name. What happened was, when we moved out to Baltimore County, I was forbidden to go back to the old neighborhood. By the time I actually girded my loins and went back down there, I went to the school that we both attended, which was at that time a middle school. I asked around, and come to find out, her family had moved from Baltimore to Texas. And that's where the trail went dry.
On someone else's property, your parents weren't going to go sue the property owner. They just pat you up and tell you to be more careful next time. Back in the days before social media...
Jay, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. And the thing that bugs the shit out of me is how feral kids, like we were, grew up to be helicopter parents. That's what really blows my mind.
Made everybody antisocial. People just seemed to get along.
Jay, no, we didn't have yearbooks in elementary school. I do have a photo of our class picture from 6th grade, from 1979. And so I do have a picture of her, but I have, oh, you're an excellent. Well, yeah, you know what? You're not wrong. CYP, you are absolutely an excellent stalker. I mean, look what you already found out about my grandparents and I mean, look, I'll send you the picture if you want to look into it, but I'm not holding out hope on this one.
Better with each other. They actually...
What did he say? Back in the days before social media made everybody antisocial. I'm going to use that because that is the phrase of a lifetime, man. It's sad but true.
Yeah.
I know I didn't grow up in the 70s, but like I said, the early 90s, and a lot of those values held true, and they're just not around anymore.
Yeah, Stephen, that's very true. That's very, very true. You are absolutely 100% on point.
And tell you to be more careful next time. Back in the days before social media made
Rodney, if she says nothing...
everybody antisocial, people just seemed to get along better with each other. They actually knew a lot of their neighbors. I remember one summer when one of our neighbors got a permit from the city to shut down the street for a block party. That day, families up and down the block hauled their picnic tables, folding chairs, charcoal grills, and coolers out into the street.
Beautiful.
While the adults drank beer and socialized with each other, us kids took advantage of the chance to ride our bikes,
CYP, that's funny as hell.
big wheels or roller skates down the middle of the closed-off streets.
Man, absolutely beautiful, guys. Y'all shoot in the comments. Share your favorite memory from the 70s growing up. Like I said, I grew up in the early 90s. Things wasn't that much different from what I'm seeing here.
Yeah, Stephen, you're not wrong. You're absolutely not wrong. It wasn't very much different. Pardon. It wasn't until the internet really became a thing. I mean, now I had a computer in the early 80s. So I was online a lot earlier than most people, but it was way different. Everything was dial-up. Beverly, you're not wrong. HOAs would definitely have a problem with that today.
Played in the streets. We got dirty. We ran around baseball, hockey, swimming in creeks. But sadly, man, the world has changed. And I think social media is a big part of that, man. So
true.
I don't know.
Very true.
Flashback, let me know if you want to see more content like this.
Yes,
absolutely
I do, sir.
loved it. I hope you enjoyed it. What?
I did. I absolutely enjoyed it. I hope you guys that are watching with me, I hope y'all did as well. And hopefully, Stephen, you'll follow the link I emailed you and come watch this, because me and my audience, you know, we were young at that time, and we can attest to basically everything that was said in that video. And I would dearly love to see you do more like this. In fact, I sent you something to search for.
What a time to be alive. So cool. If you made it this far, thanks so much for hanging out. If you haven't,
You're very
like and
welcome.
subscribe. It really does help the channel. You know how we do it around here. As always, I'll see you on the next one.
And again, I really do like Steven's content. I really, really do. And that's why I asked you guys to... Oops, wrong one. That's why I asked you guys to, at the very least, go drop a like on his video. And, you know, like I said, I really do enjoy his stuff. I mean, he mostly does music video reactions, and he is engaging with his audience, you know, and that's something I really like in a YouTuber. So, Bill, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. And again, I hope that he doesn't ask me to take this portion of the video down, but if he does ask me to do that, I will, because y'all know I'm a very honorable person. And Rodney, you know the rules. Bill, I was born in 1967. My very first memory was the moon landing. That's the earliest memory that I have. My family, my grandmother and her brother, my great-grandmother and my aunt sitting around the TV watching the Apollo takeoff, and then a couple days later watching the actual moon landing. That was my earliest memory, and you know, it was, and the only reason I remember it, to be honest, is because I kept being told this is a historic moment. You need to remember this. So, Rodney, that's a good point. What's a live stream over here without getting gonged? Oh, Java, I understand. But you know what? That's kind of why I enjoy watching some of the reaction channels that I watch, because they're just discovering something that I've been familiar with for 50 some years. So, you know, I mean, to me, it's almost like seeing it again myself for the first time through much younger eyes. That's why I enjoy those channels so much. And again, Stephen, if you don't ask me to take this part down, I appreciate it, and I certainly hope that I bring a new part of your audience to you. You're a good dude. I really enjoy your content, and I thank you very much. So, all right, let's head on to the police stuff, and let's have some shenanigans here, since I will say that, you know, Steven's video, I did, you know, it was a video reply, and I kind of took that a little bit more seriously than I do the like the police videos and stuff. But yeah, and it might seem kind of weird for me to start off with what I would normally consider a palate cleanser, but I just wanted to make it easy for him to find when I sent him the link to the video. Thank you, Wahoo, for posting the link. Let's get to this one. This is actually a Maryland video, so let's see what goes on here and how much we can mock it. The Martian was a good movie, to be honest. Damn, Rodney, really make us feel old. And no, I have not watched this one yet. Yes, Wahoo, we will mock. We will mock. Good question. Now, apparently this is from a couple of years ago. 2022, damn. Come on, give us the sound, damn it, before my headphones cut off. There we go. You want to know something? I actually downloaded from YouTube The Martian Chronicles. If anybody remembers the book and or the mini-series that they made with that, that was incredible. In fact, I gotta watch that again. Well, Java, I mean, maybe. We'll see. Remember, we got a very twisted sense of humor in here. It just depends. Switch to lane 1, 84 miles an hour. Look, I'm going to be honest here. Well, I mean, I'm always honest, but you know what I mean. Whatever happens to the person fleeing the police, I don't give a shit. As long as they don't hurt any innocent people. You know, people that are just like driving to work or driving to the store, that kind of thing. That's true, Bill. We do not do normal here. CYP, yeah, I hate phone too because it makes it look like a game of Mario Kart.
1114, if you just want to exit to the northbound, we're passing that right now. 11 highway, she's just jerking the wheel all over the place. We're at 60 miles an hour in lane 3.
Wahoo, yeah, that kind of reminds me of that George Carlin bit. Jay, you're probably right. Like I said, as long as they don't hurt an innocent person, they made their choices. Beverly, you're not wrong. Oh, Rodney. Rodney, look, I'm going to pause this real quick. Rodney, you're absolutely right. Feet first and let me do it because I make the motherfucker suffer. Bill, yeah, that's true.
45.
That's true.
She's valid, -1.
And sadly, you know, I mean, yes, it's sad that, you know, a person dies, but the deer also does. Also, y'all know I don't normally do police chases, but because this is Maryland. Oh, by the way, how'd y'all like the one Credence and Mikey showed earlier on the We Gotta Chase channel? That was fucking wild.
Highway, she's veering back and forth. She doesn't 1050, I'll be surprised.
Yep, 10, 11.
Bill, I've never seen that movie. How can this cop keep track of where this motherfucker went? That's my question. Also, I want to bring this up because I forgot to. This bag of deer jerky. Any donations or memberships to the channel, I will give Bray one of these for each one. No, Wahoo, it does not. And no, I'm not begging for money, I'm just saying.
You gotta spin in the highway, you need to get updated. That's a 99.
I'll get it. Okay, we're going 95 now.
Hi, John. How are you doing today? Oh, Wahoo, I don't disagree with you. But this is kind of nuts. that, John. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out exactly what highway this is on. This could, I mean, pardon. I mean, this could either be 95, 695, 295, or 895. Yeah, you're right, Java. This is some dense ass fog. I hate driving in fog. Hey, Weeno, how are you doing today? And like I said, I just hope he doesn't injure an innocent person. Pause for a sign. Okay, I will try to. Damn, you're right. Cop is trying. Damn. Rodney, I'll try. I will definitely try. I think he lost it again, but he might be able to see clearer than the dash cam shows.
We're about a mile behind him.
This is a dangerous ass chase, though. Java, exactly. Exactly. No collateral damage. But again, I have not watched this yet, so we're all seeing it for the first time at the same time. Well, yeah, Rodney, you're right. The rumble strips do work. And we have them on every highway that I've been down here in Maryland. Jay, yes, you can pet that dog. Unfortunately, I don't have that clip, but I will tell you what. Give me a second here. Hey, CyberAxe. Yes. If you ever stop by, I will definitely capture him and you can pet that dog. Give me a second here. Ray, come here. Come here. Jump over the cat and get over here. Come here. Oh, for crying out loud. All right, damn it. I need to scroll up here real quick so I can make sure that y'all are seeing this right. Right. Oh, for sake. Damn it, I gotta turn the overhead light on. Give me a second here. Bray! Look at this. He's afraid to come past Roman. Bray! Come here, boy. I mean, can you guys see this? they're both staring at me like, what's wrong with you? All right, give me a second here. Let me just go get him and rescue him from the cat. Oh, good Lord. Oh, damn it. I forgot. I'm strapped in. Ay, ay, ay. Roman, damn it. Ay, 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 ay. Mini cricket. Roman, move your ass. Come on, move. Come on. Off your pocket. Bray! Or crying out. Bray! Come here. Bray. Come here. People want to see you. Come here. No, you're not in trouble, baby. Oop, not in. Damn, you're a heavy bastard. Okay. Oh. Ain't this some shit? There you go, baby. See, he's and I got another one for him too. Go ahead. You can pop off. Lord. I swear cats are assholes. Ay. Yes, I have another one for him. And thank you very much for that. And yeah, if you can definitely pet that dog. Oh, wait a minute. The pole, idiot. The pole, you idiot. What were the results? 87% of you said yes. 13% said no. That was 16 votes. CYP, no, he loves it's duck jerky, to be honest. And he does like it. But he's afraid of the cats. Oh, boy. Murder mittens. Yeah, Bill, you got that right. Yeah, Brea. Oh, boy. Don't worry, I've got another I got a whole bag full of them for him. Oh, shit. Wahoo, no, actually I have not heard from Carla today. And, I have been a little concerned. But I'll call her after the stream. Oh, there you are. Alright, hang on. Let me pull the camera. And, I know it's kind of dark down there, but, yep, there he goes. He likes to take his treats into the bedroom and eat them on the bed. Oh, he goes back in, I'll give him another one. I mean, I'm not an asshole. Well, I am an asshole, but you know what I mean. Now, let me check how my camera's sitting right now. I mean, that's the one problem with pulling it up. You know, pulling it up and moving it. But, oh, shit. Bill, Vicky's very good about that. That's why she's, effectively my secretary. Because she tells me when other channels are going live. So, yeah, that's a good thing. Okay. Alright, let's get back to this police chase. And I'll pull another one out for Bray. I mean, this is a half-pound bag of these things.
We're actually taking the Elkton exit.
It's going to take a while for me to get through, but I will definitely be up. I give them to him when I'm not streaming. Uh-oh.
Vehicle's on fire. Start fireboard.
Got it.
Start fireboard. Vehicle's on fire.
Bray, give Daddy a second. Okay, here we go. Here you go, Bray. One more. You're welcome.
Vehicle's on fire. Start fireboard.
Oh yeah, definitely a 1050. Oh shit!
Can you hear me? Northeast, I believe there's the ramp from northbound.
Oh shit! Yeah, I'm sorry. I did forget to pause on the. Wait a minute, let me go back a bit. Oh, there we go. 279 is the exit ramp they're taking. I got you, Bill. Look, I got you. I got you, brother. I rewound it. Yeah, that goes Newark, Delaware, and Elkton.
South, 1050 on the exit, 1050. 1050 on the exit ramp.
I'm just wondering how the cop saw that he 1050.
Start fireboard, vehicle's on fire.
But yeah, that looked bad. See, this is why you shouldn't flee from the police. Just pull the fuck over. Bill, you're not wrong.
1050 on the exit ramp. Vehicle's on fire. Start fireboard.
Holy shit, look at that car.
Can you hear me?
Probably not.
Northeast, I believe there's the ramp from
Damn.
northbound to southbound 279. We'll be out within a minute. Over. 11 highway, vehicles wrapped around
Forget rescue. Just send the coroner.
the tree. I can't get to her. The engine's on fire from below. Get fireboard here.
10-4, over the mall.
You got fire extinguisher? You got fire extinguisher?
Fireboard, notified.
Northeast is right behind us.
I'm just really wondering why he fled police, and was it worth the price he paid? Because I highly doubt it.
What was your message?
I'm down. She's in the car. I can't get to her.
Rodney, you're not wrong. God damn, look at that.
10-4, fire extinguisher's been deployed.
I didn't notice if the wipers deployed, though. Call Quincy. Yeah, there you go. I mean, how fucking dumb do you have to be? I mean, seriously, how fucking dumb do you have to be? Ay, 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 ay. Well, alright, let's, okay, let's go on to the next one. Come on, load it up.
Hi, I have two caregivers fighting down the hallway to the right.
Look at your face. Look at your.
What did she say? Two caregivers. So basically, two nurses fighting. Well, this ought to be fun.
Two caregivers fighting down the hallway to the right.
Vicky, yeah, I'm pretty sure
Look at your
he
face.
didn't survive that accident.
Right now.
That's assaulting a Leo. That's a felony, a felony, a felony. Hey, the rules apply to me too. Thank you, Wahoo.
A routine shift at a care
Rodney,
facility
yeah,
is about to
probably
reach
does.
a breaking point. A workplace dispute between two aides has already boiled over into a fight, but the real drama begins when police arrive, and one woman turns
I give you some care, bitch. Bop.
a simple exit into a high-stakes confrontation that ends in handcuffs.
CYP, yeah, I know, but I mean, it was a Maryland video. That's why I ran it.
Hi.
Hello. So what are we doing?
I have two caregivers fighting down the hallway to the right.
I know what I'm saying, but I don't care what you're talking about to report. Report cussing out this lady that was crying. You ain't washed her. He's got to.
Somebody wrote a song called Two Caregivers Fighting Down the Hall. Like I said, the rules apply to me too.
We did. Get out of here. Get that ghetto piece of trash. Get out of here. We don't want your kind here. Get out of here.
What are we doing? We're firing them, or
Wait a
what?
minute.
You're the right one.
That's
Look
not
at your
out.
face.
Did she just say we don't want your kind here?
You're bleeding, little. Look at your
That's
face.
fine. Out. Go.
But look at your face.
Out.
Look at your face.
Go.
You owe. I'm white. No. You got really. You got beat up. You had the right one. You got a street. That right to white.
Walking.
What's wrong with you? Your kids.
Just keep walking, stupid.
Going.
Chala, I don't know, but possibly.
Get like that.
Oh,
Get like
hold
that.
on.
Outside. Get your stuff. Go outside.
Is you cool?
CYP, when I was a kid, my grandmother worked in a nursing home. And believe me, I saw things that honestly no child should see, but that every child should see. Sorry, I got the hiccups right now. But my grandmother was a nurse's aide, and she only had an 8th grade education, according to what she told me. But I'd be willing to bet she was probably the most educated one of all of the nurse's aides that I saw in that place, to be honest. Bill, I'm not quite sure what the beeping is, but it's got to be in the video because it ain't coming from here.
Is you cool? I'm not gonna get fired.
It's up to your supervisor.
Yeah, you
They want
probably
to-
are.
I'm gonna call my boss.
Yep.
First of all, you
Alright.
can shut the fuck up talking to me.
Have a nice day then.
Oh,
Before I smack the
have a nice day then is police speak for get the fuck out of here and you won't get arrested.
you want to really be in jail.
And get off the property.
No, I
Get
don't
off the
care.
property.
I don't care. I don't.
You gotta go.
I really don't
Hey,
care.
Edwig, how are you doing today?
Yeah,
It's just
go.
honest. And I'm 18.
Yeah.
You're talking about like
Go.
stop talking to me. I slap you.
Go.
Right now.
Go.
Right now.
Go.
It's
Go.
out of here.
Have a nice.
Like, stop
Go.
telling me. I really don't.
You're gonna get a felony, doo-dah, doo-dah. You're gonna get a felony, I can already see that.
Be in jail right now.
Go.
I will be in jail right now.
Go.
Stop talking to me. I will
Go.
smack you right now.
Go.
Stop talking to me.
Get off the premises.
Stop talking to
Get
me.
off the premises.
No, I said my
Go.
boss.
Get off the premises.
Stop talking to me. You
Get off
didn't even
the
come out here to ask me all types of questions. And she's grown. I'm 18. And she ran about me 5 years now. And you're talking to me about nothing.
It could be a door alarm, I'm not sure.
Like, stop playing with me for real, dog.
Oh, I almost did it again.
Oh, I will really
to the
go
road.
to jail. Leave me alone.
Go to the road.
Leave me alone. No,
to the road.
no, I don't care. You're
CYP, yeah, that's kind of why my grandmother made me promise that I would never put her in one. Although she did push me to the point one time where I threatened to put her in one. Hey, David, how are you doing? Hopefully well.
Not gonna do to me. Out of here. Out my face. I will smack the door.
Please do.
Okay, come here. Come
Do
here.
it. Do it. Find out what happened.
What you gonna do? You gonna
Do it.
put me in jail?
Yeah.
You gonna put me in jail? You gonna
Yeah.
put me in jail?
Yeah.
I will end right back out. I stopped playing with me.
Off. Get out of the building. Get out of the building. Get out of the building.
Rodney, yeah, you're probably right. But back in the 70s, they didn't really do state inspections. I mean, David, I'm doing good, thank you. Thank you for asking. Yeah, back in the 70s, they had much less strict rules about working in a nursing home. I mean, my grandmother told me a lot of stories, and I actually personally witnessed some of the abuse that the nurses' aides committed on the patients. And these were completely helpless individuals. You know, I mean, and I've shared stories before about how I would be, you know, they loved having a little kid running around. You know, I guess it kind of reminded them of their youth. And so, you know, I went there very, very often. And I would be talking with someone and they would just go silent. You know, they wouldn't reply to anything I said. And it turns out that I was the last person that they spoke to. And of course, once, you know, after the first few times, I learned to recognize what that meant, you know, that the person had passed away while I was talking to them. So I would go, you know, grab the nearest aide. Yeah, Bill, you're not wrong. Unless there, well, even if there was, you know, an incident, a lot of those people didn't have family that would come and check up on them. But getting back to what I was just saying, I would just like make up stories on the fly, and I would be the last person they spoke with before they died. And of course I learned to recognize this sign. So I would go tell the nearest aide, I said, you might want to come look at so-and-so. And they would come in, and then I'd be shuffled off to somewhere else. And, you know, they would take the body out. And when I was allowed back in, you know, that person was gone. You know, or I should say their body was gone. But I kind of became used to it. But, you know, in hindsight, I was very glad that, if nothing else, I could make their last moments on Earth a pleasant one. You know what I mean? So, and yeah. Hedwig, yeah, you're absolutely 100% right. It was a lot easier to hide back then. And CYP, yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. They don't have to be licensed, but they should be. You know, they should have proper training. Wahoo! Good for you, man. I mean, I remember when Rose was in her end of life stage, I was her primary caregiver, but I had some measure of training in it. And you know, the hospice people would come around at, you know, once a week, twice a week, and Hedwig, yeah, you're not wrong. You're absolutely not wrong. You know, I, I would be the person that would, you know, be the last person they interacted with, but at the very least, I made them happy. And that's something I can look back on in reflection, knowing what I know now, and be proud of, to be honest. I mean, it's not something I brag about, but it is something that I am proud of.
Get out. Get out of the building. You're being trespassed. Get out of the building.
Can't trespass me.
Step it up, folks.
I didn't have no choice but get out. Get the f*** off of me. Get out. Get the f*** off of me.
Get out.
I didn't have a choice but to fight her back. That's the
Hard on.
Stop talking to me. Like, for real, shut up. If you're not going to put me in handcuffs and just take me to jail, then shut the f*** up talking to me for real. Wait, let me make one phone call.
Stop resisting. You're under arrest. Stop resisting.
Don't touch
Stop
me.
resisting.
Don't touch me.
Stop resisting. Stop resisting.
Don't touch me. Get the f*** off of me. Get off of me. Get the f*** off of me.
Officer! She said, get the fuck off of me. That means you have to let her go. You have to let her go. What is wrong with you?
You're under arrest for disorderly conduct. Give me your hand. Stop resisting.
What the fuck is on her head?
You didn't have to make it this hard.
Whatever is on her head looks like a squid jizzed on her.
Not being very nice.
Get me up! Yes, Izzy!
Bill!
I'm going
Yeah, I need that soundbite. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier.
to jail! These cops are too tight!
And yes, I know I have some sound bites that I just downloaded that I need to start playing. I just need to get them sorted and put the shortcuts on my my desktop. I just haven't done it yet. Also, Rodney, let me know if you get this reference. Send more cops.
I'm gonna kick the car for. What does it, nice?
Give me my phone.
Nope.
Give me my phone.
Nope.
Just get in the car.
Bill, I figured, well, I know you sent me a bunch of them. So, yeah, I did download them, but I haven't put them on my desktop where it's, like, easy to get to them yet. That's on me, bro. That's on me.
Please stop doing that. That's not very nice.
Oh,
Well, that's not very nice.
ma'am, you're assaulting a police vehicle. That's a felony also.
Jada came to my office and told me that she did the 9 o'clock check-in changes, and since she did the 9 o'clock check-in changes, she told the other girl, hey, you can take out the trash. And I said, well, that's fair, but I'm not their nurse. I'm on the other wing. I said, I'll
This
call
is
Jackie
true,
and let her
Hedwig.
know. But call
Very,
Jackie
very
and say,
true.
hey, yeah, she did all the check-in changes. Antoinette can take out the trash. That's fair enough. But
No more
I don't know
phone,
what happened.
phone
Like, she was
bia.
unable to
Phone
deliver
fi-
the message. So I
No more
went
phone
down there to check
phobia.
on Jackie, make
Gotcha.
sure how she was doing, because I was going to
Sorry, first day with my new mouth.
leave because I picked up. I was gonna leave early. So I went down there, talked to her in the office for a little bit, and we just heard like verbal words being exchanged, and I was like, are they fighting?
Yeah.
So we both ran, got up, went into the TV room to see what was going on, but by this point they were locked together fighting.
Yeah.
So we tried to break it up, was unable to, and kept trying, and then they got apart for a little bit.
Rodney, very good, very good. You got that. You got that. You know what? You know what? I think this is what I'm gonna do for when somebody gets a reference that I made. I'll give you the shake of the egg-shaped maracas. But yes, Return of the Living Dead, very good.
Then it escalated onto the floor.
Yeah, it's in the passenger seat.
So it escalated onto the floor. By that time, they just start fighting again. It was
Perfect.
So our check and change is every 2 hours, and she was outside. So I looked at the time, it was 9 o'clock, and it was time for our patients to get changed.
Okay.
We have 10 residents on the hall. So I'm like, well, she's still outside, so let me just go ahead and just knock out the check
Really,
and change.
Bill?
So
You've
I did
only
all the
seen
check
that
and change.
once?
The trash can, it was filled to the top.
Is it
That's one of
per
my
hallway
favorite
or room?
movies,
Yes,
to
sir,
be
no,
honest.
You have to check.
I love that movie.
Some of them, it's 10 rooms on that hall that's check and change.
That's what you had to check, correct?
Yes.
You work together?
Yeah, we were supposed to split it down the middle, so 5 and 5, but she was outside for an hour, so I just went ahead and did it.
Okay.
And when she came in, I said, politely, I said, that you don't have to do the check and change. I already did it. All you got to do is take out the trash.
Also, if y'all notice, she's got a gap between her front 2 teeth that I'm reasonably certain that the Ravens punter could fly a football through.
She got smart and she said, no, I'm not taking out the trash. You could take it out on your shift. I said, I'm not taking out the trash because I had already did check and change.
Damn, Bill.
And I could have been petty and left your clients, but I did not do that.
Okay.
That was actually the movie that
What was this before or after the
Bill, believe it or not, oh shit. Rodney, you know the rules. Bill, the whole zombies eat brains thing, that came from Return of the Living Dead. If you remember in the original Night of the Living Dead, who was the movie which was produced or written or something by the creator of Return of the Living Dead, was they just ate the entire body. You know, the whole brains thing, that came directly from Return of the Living Dead.
crying patient? What happened? What was with that?
Which crying patient?
Was there a patient crying or something?
Yes, the patient was crying because I went in her room and I...
Also, Rodney, yeah, that is from Beetlejuice, and I love that song, to be honest.
said, hey, I'm finna do your shower. She
Remember that
really,
one?
Hedwig?
That was 302.
302, okay.
Yes.
Is that what started the argument?
What
or
did
was
you
it the trash?
think of the Toxic
That
Avenger?
didn't have anything?
No, the argument was that I
Honestly
asked her to take out the
curious.
trash because I did the check and change. But the patient was crying because she was
She said she was yelling at you because of something of the patient.
No, she was not
She didn't
yelling.
yell at you
No,
for the
she did not
patient?
yell at me or anything. I went and told her what happened. And what happened...
Believe it or not, and I am not a fan of remakes. Pardon. I am not a fan of remakes. However, with that said, the remake of Night of the Living Dead I thought was really, really good.
What happened with the patient was I went in her room. I told her, hey, we're finna go ahead and get you ready for your shower. She got frustrated with me because I didn't have the towels. But
Your patient or
Yes, my
Antoinette?
patient, because I didn't have the towels. So I'm like, okay.
That's okay,
I'm
Cyber.
Like,
It happens.
I didn't know that you didn't have no towels in your room.
Oh,
So 302 didn't have any
speaking of
towels.
the Toxic
Yeah,
That's why
Avenger.
she was upset.
Yeah, that's why the patient was upset because she didn't have no towels. But
Speaking of the Toxic Avenger, the last time I was at MagFest, I got this. It's a very small container of the toxic waste that turned Melvin, the mop boy, into the Toxic Avenger. Because they were promoting a video game based on that franchise. And, of course, I had to have one.
I told her, I said, I didn't know that you didn't have any towels in your room.
Okay.
So I went and got her some towels.
So yes, that's
I helped
probably
her dry off and
displayed
stuff.
up
I helped
on
her wash
my
her hair, and she got it
on
from
my
the
shelf.
Was that
Yes,
just by you?
yes, I did all that by myself. So then
And you guys didn't argue about that at all?
No, we did not argue about
Beverly,
it.
I
And
have.
went in her room and she told her just not to be hard on me because she was hard on me. Like, she just kept
Kabuki
getting
Man,
smart. So
yes.
I went and told Internet what was going on, and she went in there and she had a talk with her. And she was trying to tell her, you know, like, don't be hard on her. She just didn't know that you didn't have any towels in your
Java,
room.
she
But
might
once
be
I figured out
thinking
she didn't have any towels in her room,
that if she's
I went in
calm
my room
now,
and got her a towel
they'll
for the
uncuff
floor. I got
her
her a towel
and
to dry off. And
untrespass
I
her.
helped her get dressed.
Okay. So what happened in the break room then?
What happened? Okay, so I ordered me some seafood.
Bill, the Groovy from Evil Dead, you know the Team Fortress Classic server that I play on occasionally? The server owner actually plays that clip, Groovy, whenever somebody joins the server.
I was on a FaceTime with like a couple of my friends, and we were talking about what we was gonna do when we got off of work. The internet was sitting, you know, when y'all.
Okay, Rodney, take care of yourself, my friend, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. Tomorrow, same Iggy time, same Iggy channel, 3:30 p.m. in the afternoon, and who knows how long I'll go. Yeah, Bill, exactly. Unarrest her. Look, The Toxic Avenger was a low-budget horror movie, but that I have the uncensored version in my iTunes library, where let's just say a certain scene. I'm not gonna say anything that's gonna get me in trouble on YouTube again. At least I hope. But a certain scene is shown, and wow. Let's just say the visual effects on that were way beyond what that budget should have allowed. I mean, seriously, that was really well done. That's all I'm going to say. Either you know what I mean or you don't.
I was sitting, y'all seen that little stool. She was sitting right there, so she came.
Java, no, actually, it was intended to be funny.
Somebody, she put me in her camera. I did not say nothing to her.
It was intended to be funny.
So they all in the background, like her people's in the background, like, oh well, why y'all arguing? I said I'm not arguing with her. I said what I said. I'm not finna argue with you. You grown as.
Okay.
So then, after that, her people's like, oh,
Believe
I bet
me,
you want to run up on her.
The comedy in that movie was intended.
Thought she was tough. She ran up on me, and she got that beat, and that was that.
And that's when you swung on her?
Yes.
The only thing I didn't like about that movie is when
they did. They came.
That was the first one?
Yeah.
Or the second?
Yeah, Bill, exactly.
Okay, they broke it up. And then,
Do you know the scene I'm talking about?
And then when we got separated, she spit on me. Once she spit on me, I took off on her again.
Oh, yeah. Did you spit on her?
Yes.
Hey, we,
Did you both spit on each other?
You know, I mean, you like what
She
you like.
spit on me first, and I grabbed her.
I remember seeing
she ran up on me. I punched her in her face.
Nightmare on Elm
She fell
Street
to the floor,
3
I got
in
to punch her
theaters.
some more, and then when she got
That
up
was
on
the
her-
one that I smuggled an entire case of beer into the
She
theater.
took her hand like this,
Bottled
and her
beer.
hand was in my mouth.
Believe it or
and
not.
she would not let go of my mouth,
They're
so
clearing up
I bit her hand.
Okay.
And then that's when she
But
grabbed onto my
I never
face.
considered it to
after the
be a
break
scary movie.
Yeah, and then that's when I did my face like this. And then that's when I did my face like that. I backed up and I punched her. She fell to the floor.
Okay.
But she thought that she was
She
doing
threw any punches at you? Anything else besides the...
Yes, and I want to press charges because she hit me first. And I
Vicky, believe it or not, the last movie we went to see was Top Gun Maverick.
Okay, but again, you're both getting charged.
And that was a really good movie.
No, my cup's cool. I'm ready to go.
Okay.
Top Gun Maverick was a very good movie. I'm really glad that we went and saw that in theaters, because that movie was insanely good. I honestly can't remember the last horror movie I went and saw in theaters. I mean, I used to go to the Rocky Horror Picture Show on the regular. I never dressed up, but I did take in a lot of the audience participation stuff, to the point where the reason I was able to get away with this is because my friend worked at the movie theater, so we were able to just like walk by with whatever we had on us. And, I mean, we took in 10-pound bags of rice. We took in a whole loaf of toast. I mean, it was chaotic. It really was. Oh, boy, it was fun, though. I mean, those are memories I will treasure for the rest of my life. All right. Let's do one more, and because I don't know what time other channels might be coming on. Let's do one more, and then we'll do palate cleansers, and we'll be off.
You're walking with no shirt on, dude. It's a snowstorm. It's called comfortable. Comfortable? Yeah. Okay.
To be fair, I'm comfortable without a shirt on too, but I don't want to expose other people to what that looks like.
Oh, you think I'm gonna drive while I drink? Mr. Retard over here thinks he knows everything.
Bill, there better not be virgin ears here. Hedwig, yeah, you're right. It was more of an experience than a movie. And speaking of which, speaking of that, have you guys ever seen the movie Fame? Because they had a scene in there where some of the characters for the movie, for the Fame movie, went to the Rocky Horror Picture Show. And, oh man, does that remind me of those days.
So
thank you,
to you, sir. I wish you the best education. Thanks. You were a retard. So see you later.
Excuse me, sir. You're not allowed to use that word these days.
On November 30th, 2025, officers were dispatched at 1 a.m. after receiving reports of a domestic involving an intoxicated man trying to fight his family. When officers arrive, they locate a man matching the description who appears to be trying to flee the scene.
What do you mean, what do I want? We were called about...
To be fair, I mean, you know, the Rocky Horror Picture Show actually is something best experienced in the theater with a crowd that knows the audience participation. I do have it on both DVD and Blu-ray, and believe it or not, the audience participation stuff that's included on both of those formats are both different. They're both different.
I don't know, something happened at your house? I don't know. That's a weird question, considering I don't live over here. Well, you like get into someone? I don't know what you're talking about. Down the street. You're walking with no shirt on, dude. It's a snowstorm. It's called...
He's allowed. I mean, even though his tits are hanging out, that's still allowed.
Comfortable.
Bill, I hear you on that one.
Oh, you think I'm gonna drive while I drink?
I didn't have it on VHS.
Most people get a ride or call an Uber or walk.
But I have it on DVD and
Okay,
Blu-ray.
were you born in Alaska? Was I? Yeah. No. Were you? Yeah. Really? Yeah. That's crazy. So you're gonna follow me or you're gonna... No, you're not free to go right now. For what? You're being detained. For what? Well, for the call that we got, that's why. No.
Beverly, why? Love it.
Not for the call we got. Yeah. What am I being detained for? Being detained for an investigation. You're not free to go. Investigation You're not for free what? To go. Have fun with my lawyer. I don't care. Good. Call your lawyer.
Hedwig, that's awesome. That actually is a really good double feature. And yeah, I understand you were 8, but still.
I'll just record the whole thing. Go ahead. It's already being recorded.
Actually, Bill, it looks like this was like right after Thanksgiving. I mean, 11/30/2025. Yeah, that's like right after Thanksgiving.
It's already being recorded. Go ahead.
And to be fair,
there's only about 5 of you.
He is dressed.
2, man.
He's dressed to go to Walmart.
I don't mean to be an asshole, but if he's not going to tell me, I'm going to be an. over him.
I get it. So, did you get in a scuffle with anyone, man, or argument? No, I don't know. I'm just asking.
I didn't.
That's how the call came in. That's what I'm asking. You know what I mean?
I didn't.
You got little scratches on you, bro.
Yeah, I also am walking barefoot in 30-degree weather.
Yeah. But you wouldn't have.
Ah, damn, 30-degree weather. He's walking barefoot with no shirt on. He's on something.
Scratches walking in 30-degree weather.
What?
You wouldn't have scratches.
Java, I can believe that.
Or would?
You wouldn't.
Wouldn't?
I can 100% believe that.
Do you know what ice and snow and cold weather brings to the human body, to the skin?
Did you fall?
I didn't.
No, yeah, exactly.
Well, those marks wouldn't happen from
And
cold
he
weather.
probably is.
Well, what marks? Take your uniform off. I'm gonna see you do it.
I wouldn't have those marks if I walked. I'd just be red.
Some marks. What marks?
You have big scratch on your stomach,
Right
scratches
here?
on your neck.
For here?
Yeah, that doesn't happen from cold weather. You know what I mean?
You're in a long sleeve shirt. Take it off.
Beverly,
Take it off.
I got too much gear.
Take it off.
I'm giving you a shake
Prove
for
it.
that.
If you're not gonna prove it, I'm gonna keep on walking because Mr. Retard over here thinks he knows everything. So good day to you, sir. I wish you the best education. Thanks. You are a f***ing retard. So
Bill, actually, it's, pardon. The new sheriff is a Nick Gong. Yes, I'm going to have to do it. The new sheriff is a Nick. Because that's how it was in the movie.
see you later.
Thank you. You're not free to go.
For what?
Do you want to go? Do you want to go in handcuffs? Just stay here and relax, okay?
Under what investigation?
Actually, you know what? Hedwig, Rose used to call after her cancer surgery. She went through menopause, and she used to call the hot flashes power surges. I don't know where she got that from, but it was funny as hell.
Why am I being held?
Don't even tell you.
You do. You do. That's the law.
I know.
Enjoy your lawsuit, sir.
Okay.
Don't
Oh,
touch
you're gonna go in
me.
handcuffs.
Don't touch
You're
me.
gonna go in handcuffs.
For what?
You're gonna go in handcuffs.
For what?
You wanna go in handcuffs or not?
For what?
Do you or not? For what?
For
You're
being
being
a
detained.
dumbass.
Why?
That's
being
why.
detained. Why? Why am I being detained?
Being detained.
And why?
You're gonna be detained or I'm gonna take you off the ground.
Whoa, yeah, I'm with you on that one. I want to mace him too.
Stop!
Why am I being detained? I want to know why. No, I just want to know why.
Sir, stop resisting.
Before you put me in handcuffs.
And now he's on the ground.
Oh,
Oh, let us hope he gets tased. Let us just hope he gets tased.
Oh!
Sure. He's kicking his
No, hey. Oh,
we're going to talk about it right now.
No, you're going to talk about it before you put me in handcuffs.
Well, we're talking about it right now.
No, you're going to talk about it before. Why? Someone's gonna get tased. Put your hands behind your back.
Put your hands behind your back or you're going to get tased. Put your hands behind your back or you're going to get tased.
Down goes Frazier. Down goes
Otherwise,
Frazier.
you're gonna get tased.
Listen to me. We'll make the
There's no fight over there.
Hey, for one hand, you told me half my head.
Bill, I'll get that sound clip and I'll put it on my desktop. That way I can play it whenever you say it.
All right, bro.
I mean, no.
Paging Officer Sparky. That's a good one. I like that.
Terrible at your job, by the way.
Well, we're trying to work with you. You're not working.
I tried working with this retard, and he's sitting over there crying. How the
Beverly, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I'd be outside recording that shit to post on my YouTube channel. But that's the kind of asshole I am. Jay, I saw that like a rock.
You want to tell me why he detained me? So go ahead. Go ahead. I'll get up peacefully. Can I roll to my side to get up?
Yep, you're not getting up, but you can roll your side.
No, I'll get up on my own.
Okay.
Thanks, Coach. We'll get some.
Thanks, Coach.
No.
Want to get up or not?
Hey, get you up.
Over there.
Why the she knew what she was doing? I don't know, man. I don't know why anybody needed. Oh, sucks, retard. What an idiot.
Oh, Bill. Well, yeah, I'm definitely going to have to put those on the desktop. I mean, the only thing is, you know, when... Don't worry. You know what? I will put them on the desktop right after this stream. So you can look for them tomorrow.
Stupid mother... Pull me over.
Beverly, I hear you on that
Detain
one.
me for what probable cause? And acts like an idiot. I need respect as I showed them, and then
I don't know,
over
Bill.
here that
Maybe
can't
because
walk
I don't know.
anymore.
Maybe because he is
Shut
one.
me up.
Can you sit down, please?
Hey, can I buckle myself in?
No, we got you, bro.
I'll make you a deal.
We'll buckle you in.
I want to do it myself.
How you gonna do it yourself when you're in cuffs, bro? Let's go.
I'll make you a deal.
I'll do it myself.
Sit down.
Welcome to Let's Make a Deal, arrest version.
Idiots.
Shut up and get in the car, you asshole.
I'm buckling it in. Make sure I'm nice and tight.
Have you, you say you've been drinking?
Hey, make sure, no. I have not been drinking.
Okay. What?
Make sure you tell sucker to not put his hands on me.
Yeah, have you been doing anything besides drinking, like taking anything like that?
Touch me, sir.
I'm not asking you for I'm asking you just to possibly get you some help, like an ambulance or anything like that.
I'll talk to my lawyer.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sir, the public defender is not your lawyer.
Anybody get his 43?
I mean, he is, but y'all know what I mean.
What's your last name, bro?
Oh, just take him in as a John Doe. That'll extend his stay.
You.
Yeah. Are you refusing to identify yourself?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You okay? You doing good, okay?
What a stupid mother...
You my lawyer?
Nope. I'm just trying to figure out what happened.
Are you my lawyer?
Bill, you know the rules.
No, that has nothing to do. You're not in custody right now.
Why the f am I in the back of the squad car then?
Well, because I guess the officer here. Are you trying to let me explain?
Vicky, he knew what he was doing.
Yes, you are. Do you want me to explain to you or not?
No, you'll figure it out later. Thank you. Have a good night.
Jay, the funny part is that, or excuse me, Josh, you know the funny part is, if you Google my first and last name, you will find out that my brother with the same first and last name is an inmate at Jessup Correctional Facility. Hey, C-Dubs. That's a true story. And our birth dates are very, very close to one another. He's February 3rd. I'm February 10th. 5 years apart. It's funny that this is an actual... You can't make this shit up.
Oh, because I'm incoherent and I'm listening.
After his pointless rant, Eric was arrested and charged with domestic battery, aggravated resisting a police officer, and obstructing or resisting a peace officer.
Dumbass. Alright, remove that one from the playlist, and shit. I took my glasses off. I mean, I took them completely off. Damn it. Come here. Oh, Josh, believe me, I'm not exactly proud to claim him, but it is what it is. I mean, he is my brother. Shit. Alright, well. Wait a minute. Hold on. I need to... I want to watch that after this is over with. Let's go down to the palate cleansers. CyberX, let me tell you something. My brother went up for his parole hearing earlier. Well, actually, the day after his birthday last year. So he sent me a copy of the audio recording, and it was really, really weird hearing my name, because he goes by his middle name. And, yeah, he does. He goes by his middle name, which is Mike. And, it was just really weird hearing...
If you ever...
hearing my name in court. Because the only time I've ever been to court was as a jurist or as a not a defendant, as a victim of a crime. So yeah, it was really, really weird me hearing that, especially in a unaliving hearing that obviously I was not involved in. So anyway, all right, let's this what arcade culture was like in the 1980s. Sorry guys, I don't have any cat videos queued up. I will try to find some, but let's just go ahead and run through this one. I think it'll bring back memories for all of us, and hopefully positive memories. Plus, arcade culture is kind of important to me as well, because as most of you know, I have 4 arcade games down in my dining room. And, yeah, I have a video on that up on my channel. So, yeah, let's go ahead and watch this one, and then we'll call it a stream, because I do know that other channels are going on live tonight, and I hope to see all of you in the chats on those channels.
Us to enter a world where Pac-Man was king and initials on a leaderboard could make you a legend. You remember what made arcades the lifeblood of youth in the 1980s. $5 might buy you an hour of social status.
Hugs to you
or vanish
too, Josh.
in minutes to
Hugs
a
to
quarter-eating cabinet with no mercy. Let's step inside and find out why those few moments in the shadows felt like
Bill, you're not wrong.
everything. The first step inside was a shock to the senses. Bright sunlight gave way to a world ruled by darkness and neon.
True.
The only real light coming from dozens of glowing screens lined up in rows like sentinels. The air was thick, warm with the hum of electronics, layered with the smell of pepperoni pizza, hot popcorn, and a trace of cigarette smoke that clung to your clothes.
Trace my ass. The pool hall that I lived at, and I do say lived at, yeah. There's a story there. I think I may have detailed it on one of the members only, but I can't swear to it.
Underfoot, the carpet was
go
patterned with wild shapes, designed to hide years of spills and stains, but you could still feel the sticky patches from last night's soda. Quarters weighed heavy in your pocket, each one a promise
tokens.
And a decision waiting to be made. The first thing you did was scan the room, pinball machines flashing along the walls, the prize counter off to one side, its glass case filled with plastic trinkets and candy.
Max Headroom.
The snack bar glowed behind it, promising slices of pizza and tall cups of soda for anyone with a few bucks left over. Every arcade had its own map, and you learned it fast. The newest games always stood near the entrance, drawing crowds and lines of kids eager to try their luck. Older cabinets huddled in the back, their joysticks worn smooth, sometimes with a sticky button or a screen on the fritz. You would spot the regulars, kids who seemed to live here, already camped out at their favorite machines, eyes locked in battle, hands dancing across the controls. Noise was everywhere, the overlapping beeps.
Wait a minute, what? Oh, Willie, welcome. And Bill, why does he get a gong? I mean, I'm not arguing with it, but hello, Willie, welcome in. I mean, we're almost done, but feel free to go back and be on the replay crew. I don't beg for likes, subscriptions, or comments, but everybody's welcome here. Burger, yeah. I don't have a Burger Time, but I did used to play it on my Commodore 64. And just in case,
explosions and music of a dozen games.
Willie, basically it means that you said like a song lyric, and it's a reference to the Gong Show. If you were alive in the 70s, then you will remember that. Also, I see a Dig Dug upright right here, which I don't have an upright Dig Dug. I have the cocktail version. But Willie, no, being gonged isn't bad. It's actually just a fun reference that we do here.
The clatter of coins and metal trays, the low murmur of voices rising to shouts when someone hit a high score.
Hi, Adam.
For a moment, you just stood there, letting it all wash over you, knowing every...
Willie, take it as a badge of honor, to be honest. I mean, it's nothing bad. Trust me on that. It's nothing bad.
Every quarter in your pocket was about to be spent in this electric cave. $5 was the magic number. That was the typical allowance for a Friday night, and it translated to 20 shots at glory if you stuck to the 25-cent machines. But those quarters didn't just buy time. They bought choices, and every choice mattered.
I never had a ColecoVision.
Some games were notorious for chewing through...
Oh, look at these. These are plastic coin mechanisms. I still have a couple of those. I got them out of my paddle battle that's up here in my computer room. It's the PC board does work, but it does not have a monitor, although I have monitors that I can plug into it. The reason it's not down in my home arcade down in the dining room is because there's no room for it. Plus, Paddle Battle was a clone of the game Pong, because everybody was trying to cash in on that shit back then.
Your stash in seconds. Dragon's Lair demanded 50 cents a play.
And I did not like that game at all, to be honest. Willie, I have a walkthrough of my home arcade. Adam, do you mind looking that up? Or should I do it? I mean, I can. It's not that big of an issue. But, yeah, I have 4 arcade games in my dining room, which, these are actually classic, from 79 to 84 arcade games. And if you ever need proof that my wife loves me, those are it.
Could end your run in less than a minute if you missed the timing. Defender, with its relentless difficulty, was another quarter eater. Kids joked it was a game designed to make you broke before you even finished your slice of pizza.
Okay, Adam,
so
thank
you
you
learned
very
to
much,
stretch your
brother.
money. Watching the best players was free, and you could pick up patterns or strategies before risking your own coin. Some kids, like Sam, had a system. He would split his $5 into 2 piles, one for old favorites where he knew he could last, and a smaller reserve for new games he was eager to try. If he found a machine...
And actually, right now my Super Pac-Man arcade cabinet is running the Class of 81 board, which when I'm done with this stream, I'm going down there and play that sumbitch. It's running the Class of 81 board, which has Galaga, Ms. Pac-Man, and through a joystick code, the original Pac-Man, like you see on the screen here. And it includes both the original versions and the fast versions, which was released to make the game harder to play. And well, Hedwig, you're not wrong. I mean, it is my own personal arcade. A couple of the machines do need some work, and I really need to get my ass on that. The most recent one I got was Pole Position. And I do need to, go in there and just double check the connections and make sure that it's not an actual PC board problem. But Pole Position was a bastard. Bill, there's a setting on Pac-Man that you can start with either 3 lives or 5 lives. And obviously this machine was set to 5 lives.
Machine that let him hang on for 15 minutes with a single quarter, he would stick with it, milking every second.
Willie,
when a game was
I
packed,
hear you on that.
He would hang back, study the regulars, and wait until...
I used to basically live in places like that back in the 80s. I was a teenager.
Till he was sure he could make his quarter count. The weight of a roll of quarters in your pocket was power, but it was also a clock ticking down. Every decision, whether to...
See, these are cocktail tables. And this is what my Dig Dug looks like. You can sit one player on one side, the other player on the other. And, and the screen would just like flip back and forth, for each player.
Risk a new game, challenge a high score, or just watch and wait.
Adam, thank you very much.
Meant the difference between an epic night and an early walk home. Skill wasn't just about reflexes.
CYP, I'm
It was
with
about
you
making
on that
those
one.
quarters last and walking out with a story to tell. Pac-Man was the king of the arcade. If you wanted to see a crowd, you looked for the yellow maze glowing near the entrance. There was always a line, quarters stacked up under the screen, each one a silent promise.
Yeah, that was another thing. Places like Pizza Hut would have the Galaga Ms. Pac-Man, basically the same PC board that I'm running in my Super Pac-Man cabinet in a cocktail table, so that you could sit down and play. Oh, Bill, I got stories about Gauntlet. Me and my friends, when I was in college, we went to Time Out one time. Each of us had a roll of quarters in our pockets. And we stood there and played Gauntlet for 8 hours straight. I kid you not.
I'm next. Dragon's Lair sat close by, its cabinet twice as flashy and twice as expensive. 50 cents a play, and most kids burned through their shot in seconds.
Bill,
but
we
the
have a
animation
Dave
was
and
so
Buster's
gorgeous
here.
that just watching was half the...
And you know what? If you ever do get over here, you and I will go to a Dave and Buster's. They still have a few games that I do enjoy playing, but I haven't been there in over a year. But, to be honest, I know a better place to go. A place called Crabtown, USA. Because they have the classics. And they are the same price per play that they were back in the 80s.
Thrill. Donkey Kong
Iggy
drew the
shot the
diehards.
food, yeah.
Kids who knew every barrel pattern and could leap to the top for hours if they got in the zone. Galaga was for the pattern masters.
God, I hate this AI voice. Donkey Kong did not have patterns.
Memorizing every enemy dive, chasing the perfect bonus round. Defender, on the other hand, was a badge of honor. Surviving more than a minute meant you were someone to watch. Pinball machines flanked the walls, usually with older kids hunched over them, working the flippers
give me a second. I'll
and
pull
nudging
this
the
one up
glass
myself.
just enough to avoid a tilt. If you managed to trigger multi-ball, you would get a small audience, everyone hoping to see a jackpot. High scores weren't just numbers, they were legend. Your 3 initials at the top of the board meant you ruled that machine.
Damn it.
People remembered those combinations, whispered about them, sometimes even tried to guess who you were if you kept your identity quiet. The rules were simple, but they mattered. A quarter placed on the bezel meant you had the next game, no arguments. If you were waiting, you watched, learned, and hoped the current player would lose soon. Sam, always chasing the leaderboard, had his own ritual. He would warm up on Galaga, scope out Pac-Man for open spots, and if he felt brave, take a run at Dragon's Lair.
Hopefully I'll see you in some of the other
Status
tracks
wasn't
tonight.
about age or what school you went to. It was about skill, initials,
Take care,
and
my
how
brother.
long you could hold a crowd. Friday nights meant knowing exactly where your friends would be. No phone calls, no texts, just a silent agreement that
CyberX,
the
yeah,
arcade
that's
was
kind
the
of
meeting
how a
place.
lot of them are these
The
days.
birthday party room sat
They're
off
not
to the
paid
side.
to play,
Its folding
but they're
table
paid
covered with paper
for
plates,
time.
half-eaten slices of pizza, and a melting sheet cake. Balloons bobbed in the corner, and a stack.
But yeah, the link I just posted. Willie, we did that a lot too, just to be assholes. The link I just posted to Crabtown is it's about 30 to 45 minutes away, but my wife likes the food down there. They do serve beer, which of course attracts me, but also, like I said, the arcade games that they have there, they're at 1980s prices, so it's basically a quarter to play the most of them. I mean, it's $1 for the pinballs, but you know, pinballs were always more expensive.
Of tokens waited in a plastic cup for the birthday kid to pass around. For a few bucks a head, everyone got their own handful. 10, maybe 20 tokens, and a couple of hours to turn those coins into memories.
Yeah.
Sam, grinning with frosting on his face, handed out tokens to his friends, each one plotting which game to hit first
Adam,
before
I
the
get
time
it.
ran out.
I get it.
Arcade staff, usually
That
older
was
teens
before
who seemed to
arcades
know
were
every trick,
a thing.
drifted through the party with a practiced ease. Sometimes they would slip a few extra tokens to the birthday kid, or show a newcomer how to work a stubborn joystick.
Wait a minute. That was a pole position. I saw that.
To the birthday kid, or
This right here. That's a pole position. I've got, oh, and that's a Super Pac-Man. I've got both of those cabinets.
show a newcomer how to work
Both
a
of them.
stubborn joystick. If a machine jammed, the tech would arrive with a jangling keyring and a quick
Pardon?
fix, answering questions about the circuit boards inside. Regulars learned who to ask for tips, and sometimes, if you caught an employee in a good mood, you would get a lesson in beating the first wave on Galaga or racking up tickets on skee-ball.
Galaga, you
It was not just about the games. First
dopey
crushes sparked over air
bastard.
hockey tables, the clack of the puck mixing with nervous laughter. Win or lose, you learned to shake hands, manage your tokens, and wait your turn. The arcade taught you how to lose with a
Bill,
shrug
it's okay.
and win without boasting.
We all
Skills that
dated
mattered
ourselves
long
in
after
here.
you left the glow of the screens. The staff kept things moving, settled disputes, and, when needed, quietly looked out for the younger kids. For a generation, these places were more than just a way to burn through allowance. They were where you figured out friendship, competition, and the unwritten rules of growing up. Marta kept a ledger
I
behind the
know,
counter,
Adam, ain't
a
that?
battered notebook
ain't
with
that a
pages
bitch?
filled with neat columns, cabinet costs, weekly coin drop, snack bar receipts. In the early 1980s, the numbers looked almost unreal. A
Well, they
single
were,
Pac-Man
to
machine,
a point.
bought for around $3,500, could pull in $200 a week. Some cabinets paid for themselves in a month. Multiply that by 40 machines, and a busy arcade could clear $6,000 or more every week.
To be fair, when I bought Super Pac-Man, I bought it from somebody for only $200.
Across the country, over 13,000 arcades were doing business like this, feeding.
And my Dig Dug cocktail table, I bought it for $125. It was not working when I got it home. I did a little investigating and fixed it like that.
An industry that raked in more than $8 billion in quarters in 1982 alone.
Bill, you're right. It is
even
a
after
shitty
paying rent,
AI voice.
staff, and repairs. There
But I had to give him a like anyway because I'm showing it on my channel. You know how I roll.
was plenty left for new games, better lighting, or another pizza oven. But the math didn't stay friendly. By the mid-1980s, it started to change.
This
At
is
first,
true.
it was just a dip. Fewer quarters in the box, more machines sitting idle. Operators tried everything, rotating out old games, running token specials, adding ticket redemption. Still, the numbers kept slipping. Then the Nintendo Entertainment System, NES, arrived in 1985. For the price of a few weeks' worth of quarters, families could buy a console and play at home. The NES delivered arcade quality.
Bill, if you really want one, contact me. Because I know people. Now, let me tell you something, though. That machine is not going to be cheap. All right? It seriously will not be cheap. I know somebody with one here at, well, he's in Northern Virginia, but I know somebody with one. But trust me, that machine will not be cheap. I mean, you're probably talking at least $2,000 for it.
The graphics and sound. And suddenly the draw of leaving the house for games didn't feel as strong.
I just want to prepare
By the early
you for it.
1990s, arcades shifted toward fighting games like Street Fighter II, or they filled their floors with ticket redemption machines. Most standalone arcades closed by the mid-1990s.
I mean, to be honest, when I bought my when I bought the two arcade games that I actually paid money for, I got them on the cheap, and it was before two movies came out, the movie Pixels and Ready Player One. Ever since those two movies came out, the price of arcade games skyrocketed.
The ones that survived often did so by attaching themselves to pizza
Adam,
chains or bowling alleys, or by reinventing themselves for adults
I might
as
be able
barcades,
to turn
where
you
nostalgia
on to
and craft
one
beer replaced the
also.
old quarter economy. Marta's ledger ended up in a drawer,
I mean,
a record of a time when every beep
if you
and
guys
jingle
are serious
meant another
about
coin,
this,
and every
hit
coin
me up on
kept
Discord.
the lights on
I'll
a little
see what
longer.
I can find for you.
Physical arcades
But
may
again,
have faded,
they're not
but the
going
urge
to be
to
cheap.
gather, compete, and belong
Super
still
Batman.
shapes digital life today. As online gaming communities have grown past 3 billion players worldwide, that original spark, connection in a shared space, remains the heart of every high score. Thanks for watching.
Hey, how'd we get redirected over to grammar school? Not that I mind. I like grammar school. He's a good dude. Alright, remove that one from the playlist. Seriously though, if you guys are serious about getting arcade games, I can tell you where to find them. But just know they will not be cheap these days. They absolutely will not be cheap. I mean, I hate to say that, but it is true. And of course, since it's grammar school, I'm going to give him a like. I consider him a friend. But yeah, anybody that's truly interested in having an arcade game at home, I can help you out with that. I'm part of a arcade game collecting community, so yeah, I'll help you out. But that's, the best I can do is point you in a direction. But anyway, everybody, y'all take care. I had a good time. I really hope y'all did too. And I drink to you all. And hopefully I'll see y'all tomorrow. Same Iggy time, same Iggy channel. 3:30 p.m. is when I'm going to go live tomorrow. Because I go on early on the weekends. Because other channels tend to go on later. So, there we are. Y'all take care now. I love you bunches. And I will see y'all later. Actually, I hope to see y'all in other chats.